Hey everybody, how's it going? Alecandstuff here, and I am so excited because today we are going to be unboxing the Champion Amiibo. Yes, so this weekend the Champion Amiibo set for The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild finally released, and today we're gonna get a real good look at them and fawn over their beauty together. So, first things first, let's get these all out of their boxes. Okay, I really honestly don't need this big knife in my hands. So, let's go ahead and start with Ravalli. Oh boy. I always feel really nervous when I open these because I'm like, I don't know. They're so beautifully packaged that it almost feels wrong in a way of taking them out. Toss that off to the side, and oh my goodness, look at that. This looks really, really nice. I like all of the little like braids that are falling off of his head there at the top. They're very finely detailed for being so small, and you can still see his smug face right there. You can still see him kind of smirking a little bit, almost evoking an air of "I'm better than you." I like the craftsmanship on the bow, both the way that it's designed and then the way that it's been molded for this figure. It looks really nice, and I like the fact that with all of these amiibo that they went with clear stands to keep them held up, which is really nice. I always appreciate that. It's not like the weirdly colored Smash ones. And even like the little patterns on his scarf look really, really nice. And whatever these are on his shoulders, I like the way that I didn't even notice that in the game until I get this figure in my hand. It looks really nice. Overall, this figure for Ravalli looks awesome. I like the way that they just really captured his character really well. Alright, next up we've got everyone's favorite fish waifu. It's Meifa. She is a Zora, and oh my goodness, the staff I think right here is the biggest takeaway from her figure. It looks really nice. The pattern across her head as well as on the sides of her head is very finely detailed. And, you know, honestly, her face, like her eyes in particular, look a little bit derpy, but it could be a lot worse, especially as we've seen in the past with other amiibo figures. But this one in particular looks pretty nice. I even like, you know, you've got the little pieces of jewelry on her hips, as well as, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this until just now, but on her like sash right here, and that looks like it's pretty much the case for all of the champions as far as I can see, on all of their blue like sashes and ribbons and like scarves and stuff, it has the design of their respective divine beast. I did not notice that until just now. For her, it's the elephant, and you know, it changes depending on the champion. But I didn't even know. I just saw that. Oh my gosh, that just blew my mind. All right, up next is the big boy. It's Daruk the Goron. Now this figure, as I suspected, has quite a bit of weight to it. I really, really like when not only does the figure look like the character that it's depicting, but it also feels like it. So Daruk, being the big and brooding character that he is, has a lot of weight to his figure, and I really like that because it adds that extra layer of I don't know, attention to detail, I guess is a way of saying it. But anyways, moving on to the way that he looks physically on this figure. As you can see on the back, it remains true for Daruk as well. It is going to remain the same for all the champions, but on the back you have his divine beast, which is the I want to call it like a lizard, but I don't think that's exactly what it was. Anyways, moving on, this figure looks really, really nice. He looks so big, and like all of his details on the sculpt really pop out, like his chains that go across his chest here, as well as the Goron symbol, insignia if you will, on the little piece of metal on his chest, as well as all of the hair like on his arms and on his head. All of it just looks so good. I don't know how to describe my feelings towards any of these figures. Just, they are all so beautifully sculpted, and this, for Daruk, remains especially true because of how big he is, except for his feet. His feet are pretty tiny, but the rest of him, it looks really nice, and I really like the way that this figure came out. This actually, as far as the amiibo figures go, might be my favorite of the bunch. This is so hard. Okay, so there she is, Urbosa, the Gerudo, and my goodness, if that is not the sassiest pose that I've ever seen on an amiibo figure, I don't know what is. And as you can see, across her dress there on the front is the Divine Beast, which is like the camel. Whatever, you get the idea. So she has her Divine Beast right there on her dress. I think that's a dress. And on the back you have her shield as well as her scimitar. That's how you pronounce that, right? Scimitar. But this figure is probably almost like the most detailed of the bunch, because she has a lot of small parts to her, like the little parts on her heels down here, as well as her shoulder pads and her earrings that are nice and big and gaudy, as well as this little part on the top of her dress near her hips. It's almost like an emblem or a medallion of sorts. Don't know what it is because I don't really wear jewelry, but all of those little parts kind of make her the most articulate and the most detailed of the bunch, and she came out really, really good. I like the way her hair is kind of swooping. It's almost like she just struck that pose and is kind of holding it for the camera, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm really pleased with the way that this one came out as well. I'm still completely blown away by the fact that every champion has their Divine Beast on them somewhere across their blue sashes, and I can't believe I did not notice that in the game, or at any point until just now. So forgive me on that front, but Urbosa looks really good. So, in addition to looking absolutely fantastic, these figures will also unlock certain helmets within the game as well, which you can see right here. Ooh, In all honesty, the helms that they give you are a lot cooler than the regular default ancient helm, and I think it's pretty darn cool that each one is tailored and themed around each Divine Beast and their champion. So, there you have it, the Champion Amiibo set for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wow, these look really good.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
So I know I say this way too much and it probably doesn't have any meaning anymore, but I honestly think that these four are the best looking amiibo that we've seen to date, like ever. Honestly though, what makes these figures as awesome as they are is just the sheer amount of attention to detail and just how well each character's persona is captured through their poses and their facial expressions, and it's something that's really deeply appreciated by those of us who are huge fans of the game like myself. Alright, and that about wraps it up for today's unboxing, but before I go, I'd like to pass this question on to you guys, and that is, which of the four champions is your favorite and why? My personal favorite is this guy right here, Ravalli the Rito. Now, I have two reasons why I really like him. The first one is his design. I really liked the Rito clan and the way that they've been portrayed in past Zelda games, but this particular iteration in Breath of the Wild, they look really, really cool. I like the purple colors that he's got going for him as well. And, but yeah, the second reason why I really like him is his personality. Now, the reason why I love Ravalli so much is because he's smart and sassy. And not sassy in like a goofy way, he's more sassy in like an I'm smarter than you kind of way.
Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that Divine Beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
Which makes him like he's a big lovable jerk, and that's the reason why I like him so much. But anyways, feel free to let me know your favorite champion down in the comments below, as I love to discuss with you guys. And I think that's about it. I don't know, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, of course! As always, I'm alecandstuff, and I will see you all again real soon. Bye!